for the serious gamer.
Hey, it's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. This is our Ultimate Modern Warfare 2 Claymore and C4 guide. It's meant to give you ideas of where to place Claymores, C4, and combinations of both. Predominantly on Search and Destroy, but can apply to Deathmatch or other game types. A little bit boring, yes, I know. Offensive. Yes, I know, I'm saying both. But they kind of are. They're defensive offense Claymores, and basically you would only place these if the other team is aggressive and they're rushing from defense, which personally I think is stupid, but whatever. I mean, I shouldn't say that actually, because Spider Bite rushes on defense as well. So I'm not going to say that. I just don't agree with it. I just don't think it's always the appropriate thing to do. Yeah, you'll get a couple of kills, and then usually you end up shot, and you don't get to respawn, so it kind of pisses the rest of the team off. All those Claymores that I'm placing there are sort of to prevent people from defense on rushing on your position, depending on where you're going or how you're proceeding. Don't start off, don't start the game on any round not knowing what the other team is like. If they're aggressive, like right off the bat for offense, I would try rush planning B or rush planning A. Now I said I don't like rushing, but that's on defense because you have to go on offense to one of the bomb sites. That Claymore there is actually very effective, by the way. Sorry, as I'm rambling on here. Especially if you're going to B. Don't place that there and go to A, because that's kind of stupid. You'd face it the other way. And you can place another one right here. But what happens is, if you're able to get by there, so you got to be a little bit cautious when you're going through there, but you place those Claymores there and proceed to B. That way, if anyone at A tries to come out this back way, they usually get snagged, and that does get me a lot of kills. Okay, so the one that you're looking at right now is actually more on defense. So if you're going to protect this back alley there, obviously you're not going to... That's to prevent people from offense slipping through and coming through the back alley, but you have to rush there. If you're going to place that... You have to have an SMG or at least marathon, something that's going to haul your ass there quick, because if offense is rushing, you're going to have a problem. Plus, you want to get into this area here really fast. And again, I mean, all these Claymores here that I'm showing you are sort of defensive for A, and you're going to be running on the outside here. But you have to be aware, you have to get to this spot right here quick, because anyone rushing on offense is going to be climbing up through that stupid friggin' these boxes here and get in real quick. Again, these are our defense. I'm not taking the time to switch over to the defensive side. Just know that they are defense, so you can use them on defense. And that one's good for climbing in the window. Claymores are great because they allow you to protect a spot. Like, place it on the window there and then go elsewhere. You know, give support to the end there in case there's people rushing through the tunnel or coming through this area here. They allow you to sort of monitor, or at least know that someone's in there, and you can be a little more careful when you're going through there instead of just sort of wandering around and hoping that you don't run into someone, or hoping that your 1v1 skills are friggin' finely tuned, which mine are not. Especially for rushers. They love that rep. Don't worry about sit rep. Hardly anyone uses sit rep. Maybe they will after everyone starts using Claymores like it's like a plague or something. Again, these teams were just aware that you can place it there. It is effective, but you have to... I would hold short. Before you just run up there and place that Claymore that I just showed, hold short, make sure that you snag any rushers coming through there on offense. Claymores here, and you might have seen in my introductory to the whole Claymore series, placing those Claymores are so friggin' effective, it's unbelievable. I use one-man army, and I place the one at the top there and the one at the bottom that you just saw there. Then I retreat back up and I watch B, and I camp my ass off. I'm a little camping whore. And I will lock down B just with those two Claymores. You can put Scavenger on or keep one-man army, and I promise you that you will lock down B, and the rest of your team can go running off like friggin' their balls are on fire to A, which usually is, you know, the big one to go to, because everyone, if they're on offense, they typically do rush A. All right, time for some C4, and obviously you've seen it before. One of the most effective places, and if you can get away with it, put them on the ceiling, because it surrounds the bomb target and is the most effective way to actually protect it once you've planted the bomb. Again, this is actually good for defense if you're watching the bomb, or even if you're not. I mean, if you trigger it right after they plant it and you remember to hit that trigger mechanism really fast, then it's effective for that as well, even if you're trying to defend A. If you get a kill on the ceiling, don't want to place it there again because they may look for it. So look for, try and place it on either side of the bomb, or both if you have one-man army and you want to whore it up. Now this one I'm showing you, you have to be very careful. It's more of a sort of a trick Claymore through the floorboard there. What you want to do is go on an angle and aim towards that red triangle, and it will place it perfectly. If you've placed the bomb there in offense, make sure you plant on that side, obviously, because you want it to be more effective. If you're looking to clear it, maybe you want to throw down there, you're not sure where the enemy is, you can throw it up through there, but unless you're 1v1, I wouldn't recommend it. Of course, the one on the ceiling, very effective. If you've gotten a kill from the one on the ceiling, they're going to look for it. So get creative. Put one on places where they're not going to be looking. Now that one there, you actually have to place the bomb, or plant the bomb. Sorry, place the bomb. I think I was trying to say both. Put it in the front where that red circle is. To do that, I would highly recommend using smoke, or at least if you have two teammates left, because if the enemy comes up from either side, they're going to nail you. Now this is a funny one here. It sticks right to the end of the light bulb. So even if you've placed it, this is an alternate one, but you have to be a little more accurate with it because you can't see that. As you're coming through, very difficult to see that C4. So I would place it originally really obvious on the ceiling to the left, so that if they do see it in the kill cam, they're not going to be looking for it stuck to the end of a light bulb. And it's a little more effective. And hell, if you want to do it the first round and then switch it up later for ones on the wall or opposite the wall, that's fine too. But the one on that light bulb there, very effective. Alright, I'm not going to lie to you. Combinations in Skidrow, even though it's a medium-sized map, for whatever reason is difficult, primarily because most teams on offense tend to rush. So if you're going to do this one, you might even want to do this one on offense to protect it. And once your buddy, or your teammate rather, is placing the bomb, planting the bomb, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, you want one-man army horror on in order to do this. And this one is sort of, again, it's the obvious Claymore. Even if it's not, if they trigger it like that and they try and duck down, it'll still set it off. But what you really want to do is them to see it and then think it's safe to shoot it. Alright, this is a defensive setup, but just remember, if you're going to use this one here, you're going to want to make sure that it's clear on the top where they can climb up, you know, right behind me on that landing there where they can climb up the boxes and everything like that. When you rush from your spawn defense side, come through this area here, check this top there, and don't do this unless you've got someone else watching the box. Anyway, this one's another obvious one. You want them to shoot it, and then it blows their head off. The last one I'm going to show you here is very effective, and I find gets utilized a lot because a lot of people from offense like to rush through here, rush from their spawn area through the tunnel up to the back here, and then go to B that way. So, but I find too often someone with marathon and lightweight simply just, if it's just a Claymore there, can easily run by. I get so many hit markers, and quite frankly, it pissed me off. So I was like, you know what, I got to do a combo here, and that one will kill them right near the doorway as well. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. For more strategies and tactics on Modern Warfare 2, visit NextGenTactics.com.